My name is Lonnie Ray Atkinson, and this is another installment of Unsafe Words. One of a few revolutions is going to happen. Sooner or later, one way or the other, the system is going to change. Either we will take all this know-how and technology and finally harness it for the betterment of everyone, in the process designing a more complete democratic project with far more just and egalitarian institutions, or we will watch as the democratic paint chips off our current institutions, revealing the far uglier machine that was always hiding below. Now, a lot of folks on the left see how corporate the state has become and have feared the onset of fascism. But I actually see something different happening. While the establishment of Wall Street may collectively prefer whatever brutal order it takes to make the money trains run on time, the bratty billionaires that Wall Street at one time fed and diapered but are now all grows up may have some different ideas about how the family business should be run. See, I believe the billionaire class sees fascism as too crass and sees themselves as too benevolent. What I think they want is good old-fashioned feudalism. Too sophisticated for the jackboot, the princes of capitalism prefer the nobility of hierarchy, and feudalism is both parts romantic and unbelievably unjust. Now, for anyone unfamiliar with feudalism, there used to be these noble assholes called the lords, and the lords granted land to these lesser noble assholes called the vassals. And the land they granted the vassals was called the fief. Now, not just anyone could become a vassal, the lord had to make you a vassal. And in order to be made a vassal, you had to pledge your loyalty and allegiance to the lord, and provide whatever service the lord deemed necessary, including, if necessary, going into battle. Below the vassals were various forms of peasants, all of which were expected to fork over the fruit of their labor in exchange for some basic form of security. And that, in a nutshell, is feudalism. And that, in a nutshell, is the political system we are devolving into. Whereas in today's feudal oligarchy, the politicians are mere vassals, granted the fief of their political seats in exchange for them going to battle for the interests of their particular lords. And as long as the vassals can convince the peasants, i.e. the voters, that they are keeping us all safe, the peasants are expected to play their part in the system, which mainly consists of going to work every day and shutting the fuck up. The only problem with this system is that some lords have different priorities than other lords, and unless peace can be made and interests shared within the kingdom, we might one day see our own much less sophisticated version of Game of Thrones, where the Cokes go to war with the Waltons, the Duke of Adelson assassinates the Earl of Soros, and House Gates takes on House Zuckerberg. Of course, this is less a problem than it is a disappointment. Because if ever this new feudalism falls out of fashion, or God forbid the peasants rise up, the game board can be not so neatly folded up and simply put back in the box, and the billionaires will all make nice, put their differences aside, and agree to agree that it was fun while it lasted, there's no shame in trying, and there's always fascism to fall back on. If you dig what I'm doing and you would like to help me keep on doing it, you got two options. You can share this video with others or click below the video to show me some love. Either one is greatly appreciated.